and your ABL champion is back here with the AFL League champion. So, the computer is way a distance from us, so we can't read what's going on. So, Anthony Wright, thank you for your question. And as far as our outlook on, so if we're understanding it correctly, you would be getting Rashee Rice and a 2025 first round pick, and you'd be giving up Jaden Reed and
the 106.
So the first round pick 6.
Yes, if that's correct, I'd say don't pull off that trade. Look, Rice is facing up to 35 years in jail right now. We don't know how that's going to pan out. I wouldn't touch him with a 10-foot pole right now. I think Jalen Reed's going to lead the Packers in receptions. So if it's a PPR league, this is going to benefit you. Having Reed on your roster with JSN, and it's escaping me what other receiver he had.
Watson. Oh, you're talking about he's got. I thought you were talking about. I was thinking
he had
Packers.
another quality receiver. I can't. Sorry.
Let me see if I can go back to it. Hold on.
I'll keep talking. And the 106, if it's a super flex league, you're going to have the top 4 quarterbacks off the board along with Marvin Harrison. So you're picking at 106. You're most likely Roman Dunze or Malik Neighbors is going to be there. So you're going to be stacked at wide receiver. I don't know about your running backs, where you're sitting with that, but at 106, you're looking at Malik Neighbors and Roman Dunze. You can't go wrong with really any one of them, in my opinion. So don't touch the trade. Your thoughts?
No, I wouldn't. Exactly. I would not touch the guy. Just look, if he wasn't. Let's put it this way, this proper perspective. If what happened didn't happen, oh my God, absolutely yes, do this deal. But given what's happened, and that's where the whole, there's a couple players like that, defensive tackle Sweat from Texas. Like, he's dropped like a rock because of, he just got a DWI, which is obviously a big deal.
Yep.
But, I mean, obviously there was no one hurt, thankfully. But this is huge what happened here with him. And I don't understand why, I mean, wouldn't these guys have learned from Henry Ruggs that, like, don't do this stuff?
Yeah. This is a big thing. We got an up and coming player. Yes, Rashee Rice is tied to Patrick Mahomes, and like Eric said here, if this didn't happen, I'd take the Rashee Rice trade all day long. But I'm not going to get rid of Reed and the 106. So another top tier receiver, because you're not going to take a running back there because the running back class isn't good enough in this draft. But
I can't pull up your comments. I hope you're watching, Anthony, right now. What does the screen look like? That looks funny.
But yeah,
I was looking at my phone.
but like Eric said, we Eric and I want to grow this stream, so you reaching out is very cool, and we wanted to reach out to you personally and thank you first of all, and touch on your trade offer.
And not only that, I'll throw this out at you too. Obviously, we have a full league, but if you'd be interested, I would love to put you on my wait list to get in our league. So just so you understand, ours is a 16-team league.
Yes.
We play 14 game season. We just voted to have a 7-team playoff, so it'd be only one bye. Where in the past it was always 6 teams were in the playoffs. Everything in ours is, so for example, quarterback. You get a point for every yard. You get 25 points for touchdowns. If they throw interceptions, it's a negative 25. If it's a pick six, it's additional negative 25. Running backs, they get point per yard, 25. A lot of the touchdowns, touchdowns are 25. We also do team defense. We do kickers.
IDP.
And we do individual defensive players. So our starting lineup looks like this. We have 1 quarterback, 2 running backs, 3 receivers, a tight end, 1 flex position, anything but a quarterback. And then we have one team defense, one kicker. And then you start one D lineman, one linebacker, one defensive back, and then one flex defensive player.
This
Roster size overall is 23.
Yes.
And we're a 10 player keeper. We're 10 player keeper of anything you want. And then we do an additional 3 of any combination of kicker, defensive team, or individual defensive player. It could be three defensive players. It could be one of each. It could be a kicker and 2 defensive players, a team defense and 2 defensive players. So
I came into this league 4 years ago, and Eric asked me about it. He told me a little bit about it, and it's like no other league that you'd be in. We score the highest point score I've ever seen is 2,100, which in any other league that's an entire season in 1 week.
Put it this way, he scored like 20,000 points.
Yes.
Last year.
Yeah.
But we have a lot of fun. So we, I don't know where you're located, which doesn't matter because we do the stream. So we have, in our league, we have right now, we have a few in the military. So we have one that he drafts out of Louisiana. We have one drafting out of Mississippi. We got one drafting out of Kentucky. We have a couple from the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, which is like 5 hours away from where we're at right now. We have one in Detroit. We've had a couple in Texas. We've had one in Illinois. We've actually had one. He's the one that's in Mississippi right now. We actually had him drafting out of the Middle East for a while. He was stationed there. So, like I said, just I don't know how you throw. If you could throw me a message on there, say, hey, I would be interested in the future. If you have an opening, I would definitely consider you. I have a few people on the list, but always looking to add to the list as well. So, and any other questions I could, if you're interested, I could let you know when you'd be up. I said right now we're full, and hopefully, I'm hoping we stay full for a long time. But if there's an opening, I would love to have you join possibly. So if you'd be interested,
and keep the questions rolling in. Eric will respond. He'll get with me and other league members that are very knowledgeable. It's a very competitive league. Everybody pays attention. There's not that guy that in any other league that completely gives up and doesn't put in a starting roster and things like that. We have a very competitive league. I like it.
And we also have a sister basketball league as well. We hope you're watching this. I can't tell from here because the computer's way. From what I can tell, there's no messages. Now I'm actually trying to watch it and stuff. But we have a meeting once a year, and that's usually in March. And that we have people come in here for that. And then our draft, we do that. That's usually we have the most people for the draft. Actually in our house right here. But like I said, we do people on stream as well. So, again, thanks. He's really sparked me wanting to do something here. That was kind of cool.
Yeah.
That was kind of cool. So,
yeah.
Thank you, Anthony. You'd be, by the way, if you were to join us, by the way, you'd be our third Anthony.
Yeah. Yes, mother.
So, all right. Well, thanks for watching. Bye.
See ya.